for a road trip to Penang.
No, we're going to KL.
To KL from Penang. There's the trusty stallion.
Packed full to the brim.
Space is not looking too good. Ready?
Ready to go. Packed in here.
Hey guys, we're off to KL now.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Amy. This is my husband, Arjun, in the driver's seat. So we have been living abroad for 5 years. I left my teaching job to move abroad with Arjun while he was in medical school. We are now living in Malaysia, and we're at the end of our time in Malaysia. So as you can see with the pile of things behind us, we are doing the last drive from Penang to KL to go drop some things off at Arjun's family's house to stay here in Malaysia as we continue packing up and moving things abroad. So come with us as we pack up. We are heading on a little road trip to KL. So we're just crossing over one of Penang's bridges. We've been driving for like how long now already? Half an hour, so not too bad. Usually from where we are, our condo, City of Dreams, to get all the way to the bridge and get actually to across the mainland can sometimes take upwards of an hour. So the Penang Island traffic is always pretty crazy, but then once we get past there, then we're kind of moving along nicely off the mainland. So we're heading across the bridge and then we're going through one of the first tolls, so we'll show you kind of how that works. So we're coming up to the first toll route to enter. We're on the mainland. So we use touch and go. So we're going through the touch and go route here. And Arjun has this handy dandy little tool. So you don't have to reach out the window. Our friend got this for us. So it's super easy to just hit the toll on our touch and go card instead of having to reach outside of the car. And there we go. We got the green light. It took off. How much did it take off of it?
We'll find out when we top out of the highway.
Okay, so we're on the highway now, on the mainland. And our ETA is showing 3 hours and 40 minutes to get to KL. The highways in Malaysia are actually huge. It reminds me definitely of North America, especially like in the States with the size of the highways. So it's really easy to drive on. I don't really drive on Penang Island because it's just really small. There's lots of motorbikes, but I have driven on the highway and it's really easy. It does feel like back home. It's just on the opposite side of the road. I really love this drive. I'm not the one driving, so it is a little bit more relaxing for me, but this drive gets so beautiful in some parts, going through all of these beautiful like trees. There's limestone mountains and cliffs, and it's just a really gorgeous drive. And the truck stops along the way, like the little road stop stalls, are so cool. You can get all these fresh fruits. The bathrooms are a little interesting, so we'll give you a little peek of what these truck stops look like, or these road stops. But they have awesome food there, fresh fruits for sale, and they're just really neat to see. So Malaysia is one of the world's largest producers for palm oil, along with Indonesia. So the palm oil production is a huge part of Malaysia's economy. So we're getting into kind of the area where we're seeing tons of palm trees and those palm oil plantations. The palm trees along the sides of the road just look so beautiful as you're driving, but there is a ton along the highway that we see. So we're getting into the part of the drive where it's getting super beautiful with lots of limestone mountains, lots of jungle around us. So we're starting to see some beautiful views and surrounded by lots of nature on the drive. Ipoh, there is tons of beautiful limestone rocks. They look like kind of big cliffs and mountains, so really beautiful scenery. And if you ever have the chance to go into Ipoh, there's some really cool stuff where you can go into some of the limestone caves. So it's really neat, lots of beautiful nature and things to look at. They're also known for their Ipoh white coffee, which is so good. I am not a coffee lover, but I did love trying Ipoh white coffee. It is just so delicious. Arjun was actually born in Ipoh.
That's right.
So we're passing through where Arj was born.
The homelands.
So it's a bit of a hazy day, but you can definitely see in the background there where all of the limestone cliffs are. And they're just so gorgeous. We'll see if it gets a bit clear as we get closer to them. A subway. Okay, these peanuts, they're steaming peanuts. They are such a delicious snack. Right here, they are so yummy. So it's so nice to be able to stop at these truck stops and you can look at all of this amazing fresh fruit, which I just think is so neat because typically that's not at like these gas stations and places where you stop along the road. So to be able to get all of this really fresh food is just really incredible. But there is, of course, obviously still some fast food options like A&W and Pizza Hut. So we're heading to the bathrooms. One thing I will say is that you should bring your own toilet paper because, especially for women, there's not usually toilet paper to use, and so
it's outside of the stall.
Yes, or it's outside the stall. So always check before you go into the stall to grab the toilet paper, or just bring your own. And the bathroom situation is a little bit interesting in these sort of places. It's not your typical sitting toilet. It's usually like the floor toilet. And they just use water to clean everything, so it's usually very wet. So just keep that in mind when you are using the washrooms here. Okay, so toilet paper is out here today, which is very exciting because I forgot mine in the car. So I was actually wrong. This truck stop actually had like regular floor toilets, which was super exciting. It was actually really clean. There wasn't a lot of water on the floor in this one, so this one was actually a really good stop. So I'm impressed. And there was even toilet paper.
Yeah, this one's one of the big ones. This one's the Tapa.
Oh, okay.
Tapa stop, yeah.
So try and go to a bigger one because then maybe you'll have more success. And there was toilet paper hanging outside, so this was all a great bathroom experience on our road trip. All the ready-to-go fruit, all tropical fresh fruit. Thank you. So the powder that he was putting inside the mango container is assam powder, and it's like kind of like a soury,
tangy powder kind of.
Yeah, so it's really good on top of, oh, our car's here. It's really good on top of the fruit. Usually we get it with the jambu, but any fruit is really good, even apple or anything, so very delicious. So good. All of the tropical fruit is so fresh and just like that at your fingertips. And this costs about 5 ringgit for this cup of mango. So it's about like a little less than $2 Canadian. We are arriving near KL. got about an hour left to go. So the drive actually has gone by really quick. We did have that quick little stop at the rest station, but I just was asking Arch how he's doing, and it's actually flown by. So we're gonna be in KL very soon. I've been able to do a lot of work on my laptop. There is actually pretty good service along this route from Penang to KL. There's one area where you're going through like the mountain and it's a super jungly area, and we do find that we lose service a little bit in that area, which is kind of nice because it's a perfect break to just enjoy the scenery and not really look at any tech stuff. But overall, you do have a good amount of service throughout the journey if you need to access anything on your phone or laptop or do any work along the car ride. So we just passed through the last toll, so we're officially in KL. We're going to Klang to spend some time with family, but that was honestly a super easy trip today. Sometimes we've done this trip and it feels like it takes forever with traffic, but we were really lucky with traffic the time that we left. It's around 1:30, so we just have another like 13 minutes to go until we're in Klang. But overall, a pretty easy, breezy drive. Shout out to Arj and his mad driving skills. So yeah, we're in KL. We're now entering Klang.
This is the new MRT that's going to connect up Klang and KL. I don't know if it's running yet, but it should be soon.
Over here on the left, we have the Klang River.
Full of crocs.
Actually?
I don't know.
Tell us about the Klang River, Arj.
It's a mighty vessel of water. It's the river that feeds the Klang Valley.
We've been able to come and spend quite a bit of time over our past 2.5 years in Malaysia down in Klang because that's where most of Arjun's family is living, and there is this amazing spot that we always go for breakfast, the best roti canai, and it's called Selva's. So I think we're gonna pass it up here shortly, but it is so good, very local vibes, great prices, and the food and people, the atmosphere is just so lovely.